Hello, everybody. Happy day, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well today. I hope that all is well with you in your life and everything that you're praying for and hoping for that is coming into fruition. Who am I? I am Dr. Andrea Blue. I am the CXO and Executive Director of B&J Enterprises, where Blue Pathways and Paramount Recruitment Agency is housed. And what do we do? We serve our Black and Brown women and girls as they level up to with their career, education, entrepreneurship, personal professional development, and employment steps. So we help you with a plan of action to help you to get to those next steps. We work with you one on one and in group settings. So, what am I talking about today? I am on here. I am so glad that you are listening. If you are scrolling and you come across my amazing face, stop and pause and listen to this video. This is going to help anyone that is dealing with mommy issues and those relationships that you're trying to figure out, like, why in the world are do I keep dealing with these situations with my mom, and how is this going to help me with my next steps? And what is the problem with why my mom just doesn't understand me, or why is it that I'm having daughter issues and my daughter just can't seem to understand me and where I'm coming from? Doesn't she know that I've done all these amazing things for her to help her to get through the next steps? Look, it usually stems from something that has happened, something that has been said. And sometimes we hear things and we can't just erase them, right? And sometimes they get embedded into our almost like our DNA. And I remember, I'll give you my example. I remember as growing up, things were said to me that I can recall them like it was yesterday. And it's not because I want to continue to relive that, but it also is fuel for me to continue to do the things that I am, striving to do. Because I remember as a young person, how people told me that, they told me some bad things, but then I also remember the good things that they told me, that you are so smart, you know what I'm saying? You are so wise. They always told me that I was wise beyond my years. They always said that. And I was like, I'm only 11 years old. What do you mean I'm wise beyond my years? That's because it was something that was instilled in me, that it was like, hey, you got to make these decisions young before you get older so that you don't mess up. So I would tell you that if you are dealing with mommy issues or daughter issues, this message is for you. So there are 10 things that we know. These are some tips for you that I want to encourage your heart, that and let you know that you are right where you need to be in life today. You need to know that everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by happenstance, and sometimes it comes by to make you a little bit stronger, so that when those situations happen, that you can level up and go to the next level. Because if you don't pass those tests, honey, you will find yourself repeating those same situations over again. So, what am I talking about today? So, as a female child, we know that sometimes some of us have those mommy issues, or we have those daughter issues, and we don't even know why. But it is more typical referencing that a mother sometimes nitpicks us with, and we think that they're just picking on us, and sometimes they verbally abuse their daughters and put them down. Mothers, if you are doing this, stop abusing your daughters. Remember that they will someday be someone else's mother, or they will be the leader of organizations or corporations. They are only in your care for a certain amount of time. I know they get on your nerves. Look, I raised two daughters and I helped others raise their daughters. They get on your nerves. I know that. But also, the things that we say, they never forget them. Whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, they never forget them. And they're forever a record that continues to play, or a song, just like a song that you love, it continues to play in their head. So try to instill good things into them. And I will give you an example. I was working with a parent, and her daughter plays basketball, right? And I'm only telling this story because she's given me permission to tell her story. Hey, mom, I know you're listening to me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for posting. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate everything that you do to support Dr. Blue and the work that we do. So, I want to tell you her story because it is so amazing how we learn how to do better. So this mother was her daughter played basketball, and she wanted her daughter to be the best basketball player that she could be. And it's almost like, you see somebody that is overweight and you just keep telling them, well, you shouldn't eat that or you should not drink that. That's not helping them, because every time they see it, now that you planted that seed, that's exactly what they're going to want. Okay. But what she did was she just kept telling her, you know what? You're not a good basketball player. And if you keep doing that, you'll never be a good basketball player. Nobody's going to pick you up to, play professionally. And the daughter kept hearing this and hearing it over and over again. And so I had to just tell the mom, look, she is doing her best. First of all, you need to give her some grace and you need to celebrate her for even getting out on the court, especially where she is, because she was in a predominantly white school as being a dark skinned brown girl that was really good in her craft, but she was feeling all these things about the melanin in her skin and being the darkest person on the team and trying to make it. And then mom was also adding all this extra stuff on her, and so I had to remind mom, give her some grace, right? And so the daughter kept hearing these records play in her head. And I told her, I said, look, mom, here are some new records to play in her head and to give her so that she can help her to level up. Try these three things, not a whole bunch, not too many. Try these three things just these next 30 days. And I tell you, when she tried them for her daughter began to not only play basketball better. And I'm not saying that she has been picked up yet because she's only in 11th grade, but she began to play basketball even better, and not focus on looking at her mom in the stands and trying to see what she was saying and how she was feeling, but she was able to focus on the game because she knew that her mom was not judging her in such a negative manner. So I'm saying to you moms that if you're doing that to your daughters, because it's happened to me, people have said negative things to me, right? But you don't let that be the end all to everything, and to let that stop you from achieving your dreams. So if you've had a mom that was hard on you, especially our mothers that are in the church, my goodness, they so hard on us. They want us to be perfect. I don't know any perfect kid. There is no perfect kid, right? And if you're expecting your kid to be perfect, shame on you, because they have to grow and make mistakes, and they're going to fall down, they're going to make errors, but then at the same time you don't beat them over their head because of their errors, right? So we know that there are these things lead to can lead to self-confidence issues and low self-esteem and self-image issues. And then you find your daughter is dealing with this joker. I love to call these men these jokers, because there are jokes, right? They're not really coming to celebrate and help the woman to level up. They're really just coming to see what they can get out of the situation. But I'm saying to you that if you are dealing with these situations, that there, you are not nuts, you are not crazy. There is something that is stemming back to your childhood that you need to say, look, maybe I'm not able to have a great relationship with my mom right now. Maybe my mom has passed away, or maybe I'm not ready to have that conversation yet. But you need to know that you are doing your best. And you need to say that to your mom. Hey mom, look, I know you got all this advice for me and that you want me to be this perfect individual, but I am doing my best. It may not be your best, but I'm doing my best, and give me some time to grow into who I am and how I can level up, right? Because if we get it all together and have it all scheduled out and know exactly what our life is going to be, okay, then what do you need these experiences for? We have to go through these experiences in order for us to learn who we are. Sometimes we don't even know who we are. We don't even know what we want out of life. We don't even know what to even ask for, right? So I'm saying to you, here we go with some issues that I'm going to tell you. If you know, these are things that to be able to tell if you are having mommy issues, if you are having these needy relationships where you just clingy to these people in your life that you know that they are not good for you, but you just hanging on to them because either they're your sister or your brother, or they're just part of your life, but you know they're not good for you. You just hanging on to them because that's just what you've been told to do. I want to say to you that, look, think about it. What is best for you? I'm not saying cut people out of your life, but you need to sometimes take a mental pause and say, look, is this healthy for me? Is this something that's going to help me level up? Difficulty expressing ourselves. Oh my goodness. I dealt with this so bad because I felt like people were not listening to me, and I felt like I had something to say. But then it took my sister, one of my oldest sisters, to ask me, "What do you think? How do you feel?" And I said, "Oh my God." Oh my God, nobody ever asked me what I thought or how I felt. I didn't even know what to say. I just began to cry, and I began to express myself and let her know. I was like 12 years old when she asked me that. And I was like, "Oh wow. Somebody really cares about what I feel and how I think." These relationships where we're finding hard to detach from. If you're finding yourself difficult, having difficulty from detaching from relationships that are unhealthy, seek counseling. There are so many counselors out here that will do it for pro bono. That means for free. All you need to do is maybe have it like income based, or they'll do it for free in order to give you so many sessions for free. And sometimes our jobs allow us to have these counseling sessions. Don't think that you're too good to have counseling sessions, because that's not true. So care taking for others. We sometimes find ourselves taking care of others that we know that we don't need to be doing that. That is not what we were designed to do. Or we're dealing with taking care of each other like someone else, that we're paying their bills and making sure they're okay, but we can't even pay our own bills, right? So we have to think about that. Where does all this stuff stem from? Usually it's stemming from mommy issues, because someone has told us what we can't do or that we're not good enough to do. Tension between you and your mom. These things that are when you're having those tensions between you and your mom and you just can't figure it out. We have a solution for you. We have our history memoirs from daughters to mothers as their mentors. This book is on sale. Let me tell you about this book. It is dynamic. We have some authors in this book that have shared their stories. We have places where you can write in this book. We have prompts in here where you can share your story, share your thoughts and emotions. This is almost like an individual, personal journal where you can write down your thoughts and emotions. I'm going to give you one topic in here in this book, for instance. So in chapter 4, we're talking about my past is not my future. So when we're talking about our past is not our future, I give you some tips and tricks on how to do that. I ask you some pointed questions. You can write about these questions, respond to these questions. This book is on sale right on Amazon, or you can go directly through our website at Blue Pathways Mentorship Services.com. And we will definitely, you can definitely purchase this book there, or you can reach out to us through our website at Blue Pathways Mentorship Services.com. And you can request us to send you the book. You prepay for the book and we will send it to you. So on the back, if you want to learn more about this book, I'm going to get a little closer. This is the ISBN for this book so that you can purchase it. Let me see if I can line this up. This is the ISBN for you to purchase this book and for you to be able to learn more about how to get it and what it is. I think this book right now is going for, I think $10 or a little bit more than 10 plus shipping. And this book is dynamic because we know that those relationships between mom and daughter can be like fire and ice. That's why I chose this picture. So if you look at this picture really closely, you'll see the picture of the mom. So you'll see the face of the mom in the picture, and she's kissing the forehead of the daughter, because sometimes those relationships, they have to be healed. And if it's possible for you to heal it and your mother is still alive, it is time for you to do that. And sometimes those relationships lead to insecurities. We feel so insecure. So we start dating these no good men that are not meant for us. They taking our money, you driving our cars, telling our children what to do, and they're not even our kids' fathers. And so we give them all those that control because we feel so insecure, and we don't know that that's the right person in our lives, but we want to give it more of a chance than it really deserves. So I'm saying to you, purchase this book. Learn how to level up and get to your next step, because her story, this is your story, her story, right? And so if you're saying, yes, I want that book, we also have another opportunity for you, which is our 120 days of grateful mindset journal. This is connected to your heart, mind, body, and soul by Dr. Andrea Blue. This is myself. And so that you can write down your thoughts, feelings, and emotions in this book. We have journal prompts for you. Also, we have our next steps to help you to level up, especially through career, education, entrepreneurship, personal professional development, and employment, because some of us are employed. And sometimes we are those extreme people pleasers. We're always trying to please people. That stems back to us with these mommy issues. Mommy told you that you weren't good enough, or that you were not going to, or cannot, or won't be. And then, so for instance, we're always trying to secretly, or, in the back of our mind, do everything that we can, pleasing others through pleasing our moms. But really, it's only hurting us in the meantime. And then we have these controlling behaviors. We try to control everything in our lives, because when we were 6 years old, or when we were older, and our moms said all these things to us, we were unable to control the situation. So I'm saying to you, it is okay. It is all right. You are not alone in this process. There are others just like myself that have gone through these situations. And I want to say that if our mothers were like that, if they were abusive to us, it often causes us to feel insecure, and our self esteem, because our self esteem is esteem of yourself, honey. Nobody can give that to you. So I want to say to you, write down your thoughts and emotions using these two products from our business, our 120 Days Grateful Journal, also our Herstory book to help you, or join our newsletter at bluepathwaysmentorshipservices.com. Stay connected. It is so important, especially now, to stay connected with a network of women just like yourself that are going through or have gone through these situations, because isolation is a killer of all joys. Isolation is a killer of all joys. Okay, so I want to say to you, you are not alone. Learn how to level up and know that you are more than enough. And remember that mentorship matters. And remember that Dr. Blue is right here to help you through this process and through these situations. And remember that there is no one that is going to give you all the steps to go through in life. These are experiences that you must go through your own self. Okay. So again, I am Dr. Andrea Blue. I am the CXO and Executive Director of B&J Enterprises. It is a pleasure to serve you today, and I look forward to meeting you on the other side of this live. Have a great day, everybody.